With this, we move to Sri Satyajit Rajan, Additional CEO, Kerala Infrastructure Finance Board, and then we'll have a keynote address by Dr. Geeta Verma as well, Director General NIC. We welcome Sri Satyajit Rajan. Your thoughts on empowering citizens and nation through digital governance, the India story of present and future. Mr. Rajan, can you hear me? Mr. Satyajit Rajan. So you can speak.
Can you hear me, Souvik?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Souvik, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
So there is no... You can hear me, but actually it's very difficult for me to know what has happened so far, because I was not able to hear the Secretary Urban, and now your voice was so much this thing that I was not able to hear. But anyway, I will try to speak. If you are not listening, then cut me off. Then cut me off. Sunana, I will like to know whether I have the problem is with my system or the others, because I'm not able to listen. So ask them to come and just listen to it.
So we can hear you.
So Kerala has been. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Kerala, in the digital field, Kerala has always been, sort of pioneer. And there are reasons for Kerala being pioneer. Souvik, just can you speak one sentence right now?
Sir, we can hear you. You can go ahead.
He's speaking, but I can't hear. But I can't hear you. You again say one sentence. My IT guys are here, so let them know what is.
Sir, we can hear you clear and loud. You can go ahead with your speech.
Okay, now you are also audible. Thank you. Fine, but previously, Mr. DP, Mr. Secretary Urban, he was speaking. I was just not able to hear what he was speaking. So this must be the problem with the bandwidth here, right, in this office. So, the Kerala has been pioneer, and the reason for that is, the Kerala, we always have to, sort of ensure that the people's demands are met. For us, the ultimate stakeholders, the people of this country, they are there and we have to serve them. And it is that fast service delivery that is always at the back of our mind when we do anything. And, that is why you will find Kerala having pioneered a number of things, whether it is the literacy movement or the decentralization movement or the public-private partnership movement. And when it came the time for digital governance, we have like I will give you one small example, which in this year's budget, Government of Kerala has launched the first e-university, first digital university of India. Now, they may not be teaching all the subjects, but, things like health informatics, GIS, robotics, and many, many more fields, and these things will be are going to be taught there, and our Chief Minister inaugurated that in the month of February. It announced in budget, immediately inaugurated. So this is one recent thing. As the base of all this, reaching out to the people digitally, the base of all this is connectivity. Right now, I suffered because of the connectivity, poor connectivity in my office. So we are trying to improve the connectivity in my office. We have already placed this thing. But, for the state-wise connectivity, Kerala, when Government of India launched its net connecting all the village program, all the panchayats program, through the fiber optics cables, then Kerala was one of the first states to do that. But of course, that particular thing, there were speed limitations and all that. So now we are launching, we are going putting in 25,000 kilometer of optical fiber, which will have almost unlimited bandwidth. And this exercise, with the help of Bell is our SPV. So with that, all the offices of the government of Kerala will be connected, and in the pathway, whatever other private things are also coming, they will also be connected. So that will ensure that we are having connectivity. As far as connectivity is concerned, Kerala was again the first state which had the state cloud center, the data center, the cloud policy. We had Kerala introduced cloud policy in 2015, and the support for all this comes from a very, very smart startup ecosystem that we have developed. Kerala's startup ecosystem is one of the best in the country. And the startup village in Cochin, all of you have heard about. We have almost 75% of our college students we have reached. We bring them over to our startup thing. We have created a fund of funds, which is a SEBI accredited alternative innovation fund. So all those who are accredited, all those agencies, if they are supporting the startups in Kerala, so that if the fund is giving 2 rupees, Kerala government gives 1 rupee. Now, this is very unique. No other state has probably done it. So Kerala government is directly helping the startups by giving 33% of the funding. And we've already supported 13 numbers of startups, 37, 38 crores rupees we have given. The amount may be small, but we are helping the cutting edge technologies. In fact, when I was in the excise department, with that particular technology, we mobbed in a startup, and we created, when post-COVID, it was announced that all the liquor sale was restricted. Then the liquor sale, when it restarted, then people have to come. So if we have to have limited number of people, so how to intimate people that you have to come at such and such point of time, and then you will get it. So that entire thing was through a mobile app. So through a mobile app, we ensured that people are not unnecessarily coming and queuing up and violating the COVID guidelines. We didn't go one step forward and try to reach the liquor out to home, which many states have done, because there are because Kerala, the problem is that we don't really want to help the liquor reach home by the state efforts. I mean, that's one thing. So we created a technology innovation zone, the largest. That particular thing, 2 lakh square feet in Cochin, this will again give a big boost to the digital, because the digital, we create a digital Kerala, digital India, digital world, when the brightest of the minds come together and create products which making payment has become so difficult. When I used to feel that go to the SBI online SBI, then go this, and then you make payment, so easy. So all these things are happening because the bright minds are working behind it. So Kerala system is trying to ensure that those bright minds work properly. They get the right environment, they get the right government support. And government, again, this is again path breaking. Government did direct procurement by government of innovative products. So there, the problem what the startup face, a startup has a unique product. Now you can't buy that product through the government processes, because that product, you can't get 3 suppliers for that product. So Kerala said, okay, up to 20 lakhs government can make direct purchases. from a particular startup. Using this provision only, we had created that mobile app when I was in the excise department. So this government direct purchase, 115 startups have benefited. We have not given a large amount. 8.5 crores is all that we have given. But see how important that small amount of 8.5 money is, crores is. 115 companies have been able to bring out their unique, innovative products, which others, even the venture capital system would not support such companies in the very beginning. That place we have gone and we have supported.